We're doing testing 1, 2, 3.
So, gentlemen, good first day?
Very good, apart from the rain.
Yeah, well, the rain was Dave's fault.
Yeah.
We know the rain was Dave's fault because we should have stopped and stayed at Kirkstone Pass.
We had quite a good journey up most of the way without any rain, didn't we?
I was a bit curious because Andy said we're not going on the motorway today. And then
We ended up.
I tell you what, it was a good job we did though, because we were 8 hours in the saddle as it was.
I did think that anybody going from the Midlands to the Scotland, 99% of the time they go on the motorway, the M6. It's nice and straight. You can put cruise control on. You can mess with the TFT screen, and it don't wear the sides of your tyre out, you see. So you can.
Did a bit of sheep herding today.
I know, yeah. The animal gets in the road.
I think
it's a shame,
he's
isn't
got
it?
out of that field, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What do you think of the passes then? Hard nut passes.
Oh,
the first one of Rhinos was not really worth going.
Kirkstone. That was,
Kirkstone.
Kirkstone's
Yeah.
pass.
Non-event.
That was
The second
where
one was
yeah.
good. Gnarly.
over the years we've been into Europe, and obviously the Stelvio and things, they are difficult in some degree, but today I think this one seemed to be really difficult and scary because of the road surface. And
I'm sure you're not just getting older.
yeah, I think, well, maybe so, I think, you know.
It was worth doing.
Your bike got round the corners. You didn't fall off. Sounds a bonus.
You just got to make sure you don't select neutral like I did last time.
You need some drive.
Yeah, so what is this with you not being able to start your bike anymore because you can't get to grips with this hill start?
The hill start thing is flawed, deeply flawed. You're better off turning it off.
Yeah.
Every
Because
time
all
he
of us-
tries to go up a hill, he stalls.
Since we were 17, you got used to sitting on a bike with your foot on the brake.
Yeah.
You hit the clutch and the gas and off you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody's ever thought, oh, this is difficult. Not since we were 17.
I think you can turn it off, but you've paid for it, so you need to keep it on.
Yeah. Oh no, we've got to get this.
What was happened today? Windermere was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice roads around there.
Yeah.
Thank you for noticing that. That's very kind, yeah.
That's for the fox over here.
Thanks.
It's official. He's got
We're,
his t-shirt.
That's a 70s retro. Right, swing touch, you can please take your advice. Thank you.
Times two.
Thanks. Yeah.
Can I have fish and chips, please?
Starters?
Dave's a fish and chip
Yeah,
connoisseur, so he's, you know, it's all he ever eats wherever he goes, fish and chips. So I'm sure he's great. The rain's been so we didn't actually need to be in the rain, did we, Dave? Because we were supposed to stay at Kirkstone Pass, but we decided to change our plans for your guidance.
Yes, but this is what is.
It didn't rain
You
until
see,
the
the thing
Kirkstone
is,
Pass.
though, you've got to look at it. What has it led to? And it's led to this, hasn't it?
It's led to us
far
paying.
better.
It's led to us paying another £60 and staying in a hotel
I haven't
because
paid you. I've just had to take my wife's account.
you weren't entirely keen on camping because it was raining. You know, we are hardcore, aren't we? Hardcore adventurers.
Yeah, so we've really come away again for a week's riding. It's supposed to be an adventure,
think you're
but
gonna last a week?
But it's an endurance. What we have to sit on a bike from morning till night, you know. We've got a good collection between us since you've got the,
You've
the
got
new
this
12.
new 1250 rally. You're going to have to
1250,
give that a little bit of an in-depth look at. when
I
you-
thought that was just a white GS. I didn't know, but it's got like extra 20mm extra travel. I didn't know that.
No, it's set up for off-road, so
Yeah.
I've put you a different route to us. Dave's
off-road.
going the motorway, I'm going the A-roads, and you're going off-road. You'll probably still get there before us.
The first day, then, general sense of opinion. It's been
So
a
what
good
do you
day.
think? What do you think of the campsite?
I think it's excellent.
Right.
You nearly went then, didn't you?
I nearly went. I didn't go. So, good day, gents.
Brilliant. I thought it was better. Honestly, joking apart, I thought I'd blown like my head off today. But it's been good actually. The roads dried out because it was so windy.
Well,
Nearly
we had
blew
a
us
low end, didn't we? In
Yeah, we had
fairness,
a low.
'cause, good old
Obviously,
active weather.
We ditched the camping. But
The
it
joys
was
of
peeing it down.
joys of modern weather forecasting. We thought if we have a 2-hour lie-in this morning.
so we had. I was going to come home, but if it's raining there, I might as well carry on. I thought the travelling was I've done quite well today. I thought
yeah,
I never
think you
come
have.
off, and I never slowed up
So,
too
let me
that
think,
much. I
where
know
we go?
Stuart was behind me. He was tailing me now and again, and
So we came up through Gretna Green, didn't we? None of us had vows to renew.
no,
so, you
that's
know.
right.
And whilst I like you as a friend, Dave, I wasn't
Yeah,
tempted.
we should have called in, shouldn't we?
What for?
Well, to renew our vows, you know, like.
Our motorcycling vows.
That we, do you think it was better than you thought?
It was cold at times, wasn't it? Up on the hills of New Galloway with the icy fog.
Yeah, when that mist came in, and you could only see about 20, 30 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
That was quite
That
interesting.
helped me a lot, that did.
Well, it's all right for you. You can see my bloody brake lights. I can see nothing.
You're leading, I think, well, if anything hits you, like, I've got time to stop.
Yeah.
The low point was the chicken soup with fish in it.
That was yes, that was good. Well, so we stopped at this pub then, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's delicious, wasn't it?
The soup was something else, wasn't it?
Well, they don't open at lunchtimes, in fairness, and the guy was there smoking a cigarette at the bar as we walked in, looked at us like we just invaded.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you sweet talked him with your talk about your dogs.
Yeah, he had the same. He had a border terrier, so that was good. Yeah.
What was the giveaway was when I saw him come back in with the bread rolls under his arm from the local shop.
Yeah.
At least they were fresh.
And Galloway Forest was nice, actually. Even the bits when it was dry was lovely. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So what's the name of the ferry? Something McKinley.
Yeah, but it's got three names. So they call it the Clyde to
Hunter's Key, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Hunter's
and then
Key.
Hunter's Key this side.
That was good. I have to say we've landed on our feet this evening, haven't we?
The shores of
Loch Lomond.
Loch Lomond.
And legal camping on the
That's
shore.
what's that? It's Ben Lomond up in the back.
Yeah, that's Ben Lomond up there.
And as long as the tide don't come in, we should be alright, shouldn't we?
Well, no, we'll be fine if the tide does come in.
I'll be drowned.
You're the one that pitched behind the rock over there, so that's your fault.
So this is our attempt of wild camping.
This is our first attempt at wild camping. It's
and we're
been
going to.
It's not very wild, it's quite civilised.
We've cut.
It's not if you want a number 2, is it, Dave?
No.
There's a plastic bag outside Dave's tent. You don't want to go anywhere near.
So your
1250
is performing well. You're happy with it?
Bought it because my old bike had got a few problems. So it had to
I'm
go.
worried about Dave, I have to say, because his bike is the oldest out of the lot now.
It is actually.
It's only a
12 months
1200.
old.
It is worth changing, Dave. The gearbox is unlike any BMW gearbox ever. It actually
Yeah.
works and sticks through like it should.
It's a gearbox that works. That's good.
Well, I've had
It's a
six
20-grand bike and his gearbox.
six
doesn't work.
BMWs, and I didn't like the gearbox in any of them apart from this.
They are clunky. In fairness, the Moto Guzzi is quite.
Well, are there any
tractorish.
vibes on that?
Oh yeah, there's loads. It's a twin.
I think the 1250. I don't know whether I could capitalise on the extra performance, with my ability.
Ride it
And,
tomorrow. Take it.
Yeah.
And
You'll be able to get your elbow down as well as your knee.
Yeah,
There you go. You're
probably in my head as well, and my boys are like scraping along the floor. Yeah. So,
how come you're wearing your swim shorts? Are you going for a swim?
What is this?
yes, this is my outfit. This is for camping, wall camping. This is midge
Is this
protection. This is.
That so much looks like you're sponsored by Clan Brewing. We are not sponsored by Clan Brewing. It's just very nice.
Oh, no.
Dave can't run away.
That's
Can't run away.
yours.
It's like 5-second rule.
That's yours,
No,
then.
it's your one, Dave. What are you
Oh,
doing?
that's great. That is.
Snuff.
Yes.
What even is snuff?
Red Bull.
Yeah, but what even is? Why is it? Is that the same Red Bull?
Yeah.
The famous Red Bull?
Well, I don't know. Really don't know the history of it, but this is good stuff. This is. In the olden days, they had stuff, and they had an handkerchief as well, and a solid silver snuff box. And they used to take a pinch of snuff, and that's,
So is this officially Dave's drunken history of
Yeah.
snuff?
Yeah.
I think
Christ, hang on. Are you sure it's snuff, not pepper? Right.
It's like that. Oh, it's good stuff, isn't it?
So how's the beer going, Dave?
Do not burn your plastic leggings.
And your feet are on fire, I guess you hadn't noticed. So there we are, Dave. End of an evening. I said I would come back to you at the end of a couple of beers. How are you doing?
Fine. It's been an absolutely brilliant evening. The best we could ever hope for. We've had beer. I burnt myself on the fire. And
sandwich, feeling a bit better. So yesterday, Glencoe.
Glencoe?
Well, breakfast on Loch Lomond.
Oh, it's brilliant one at Glencoe. It's a fantastic place. It's always a thrill to go through that place. It's so spectacular, I think, really. It is fantastic, really. But again, I suppose we was okay with the roads, weren't we, yesterday?
Yeah, that's right. Weather held up as well. It's spectacular scenery down here at Glencoe. What else?
So I
The
think
best part was the ferry. That ferry with the small turntable.
Oh, yeah, but
the world's only.
We did, but we ended up there because the bridge was broken, wasn't
That's
it?
true. Yeah.
So he said the Mallaig ferry was distressed, disturbed.
So you had to think on the fly, didn't you, really, yesterday, and
Well,
rearrange the.
And then we
route.
talked to that nice lady in the cafe, didn't we? And he said about
that was nice, that was.
the swing
And
bridge
of course,
ferry.
we've seen the. You showed me this the lock system from.
Neptune
Oh,
Staircase.
Neptune Staircase, yeah. That's good.
That was really good, wasn't it?
It was quite a scenic, touristic-y day yesterday, wasn't it? Very cultured.
It was
Unlike the day
seeing
before.
the size of them compared with like back home, like say on the Grand Union Canal, like or something like that. So we rode into this place.
This is
then,
Glenbrickle campsite on the edge of Skye. And
it's quite. I've been before, but when we come onto Skye then, and we obviously from the ferry we come over on, there was that long track, and somebody had said, a local had said, "Oh, watch the track because it's passing places," and it went on forever, didn't it? But
Gnarly.
But I'd forgot the route down to here, and it was a bit tedious yesterday because we had there was quite a few cars in front of us and a motorhome holding us up.
Well, I made some progress to make sure we beat them to the campsite. What are you doing?
I'm keeping the midges away.
Right.
This is a midge repellent. This is not a pipe. This is a midge repellent.
No, that's a midge repellent. That's a pipe.
Oh no, this is.
You're taking one for the team, are you?
It's anyway. You can see that Land Rover there. That's a trailer. You can point, you see, with this.
Oh, I see. It's a pointing stick. Marvellous. Excellent. What do you think of? I don't know. You say it. Black Banar?
Yeah, or Applecross in.
Brummie speak.
Well, it's been about, I think, about 10 to 12 years since I come over this, and I can't remember really. There was quite a lead up to it, wasn't there, and a lead afterwards.
It's nice, lovely road.
And it was fantastic. I was really impressed with it. It's been cracking. I recommend anybody to come over here. So it's
I threw some nice loose chippings at you today. You enjoyed those, didn't you?
Yeah.
I could imagine him in there riding behind me in his helmet, effing and blinding.
And well, today we went down a track that's quite a long way, and they'd just re-gravelled it, and it was like wallowing gravel, and you had to make sure you just stayed in the tyre track, otherwise, because the middle was really laden with
I quite like that feeling. On a motorbike, you get the front wheel in one crack and the back in the other.
It's a case of not
crossed up.
just trial your back brake, not your front, and all that, you know. So I might progress onto a 1250 sometime.
Oh, that's on record. That's on record. Yeah. I've been asked a few times about.
The salesman at Cotswold will be getting a hard on.
Yeah, no, he's going to get 3 different garages phoning him up. They wouldn't want yours though, would they? All those hard miles you've put on it.
It's got dirty as well this last couple of days.
Your bike is not got dirty.
He nearly boiled extra water for his tea at lunch so we could wash it afterwards. Could just see him going around it with tissue paper later.
Mind you, I wasn't too bit disappointed because I happened to look at my back tyre today and it's quite flatted off, so I'm. You know,
you're looking forward to these Michelin
I must have
pilots,
done a fair number of, straight roads like motorways on it to put a flat on the tyre.
Yeah.
So
well, your tyre only ever wears in the middle, doesn't it? Unfortunately.
Well, most of those miles are trips down to Cotswold to admire the clothing and the accessories in the store.
Yeah.
That's the main reason you buy your bike from so far away, because it gets the service miles.
It's the evenings I like best, so I mean I like riding the bike obviously, but sitting on the banks of Loch Lomond with a fire lit.
Got you as bad as Dave. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's all right. It's all right apart from riding the bike.
Where are you?
Hey, Truman, so here we are, Applecross Inn.
Yes, nice and peaceful and quiet, isn't it? Absolutely super. I think anybody with a bike ought to come here, definitely.
He should, and it is a bit of a bucket list tick box, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it really is. It's a bit of a jaunt coming up the all the winding roads up to get here, but just come up the M6.
But she's facing the wrong way. I thought she was going to take a photo of you, but she just.
Yeah, just come up the M6.
Your celebrity status doesn't get to Applecross.
Just.
Stu had to leave us early, didn't he, unfortunately, because he had to get back. So
said goodbye to his stewards and he went.
Yeah, he's had a long day as well, 450 or 500 miles in a day. He's done that well.
We had an early start off from Applecross today.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? Wasn't that nice?
The weather was really nice.
I mean, it was nippy, but it was sunny, and it was just those roads around the north end of Skye.
Really quick roads, actually. I couldn't believe how quick they were. I mean, obviously you went quicker than me. I couldn't go that quick, but I was going.
That's my Motor Guzzi. I put it into road mode now.
Yeah.
Forgetting it was in rain mode. It was like an unleashed animal.
Brilliant. It run well, yeah.
Oh, I can believe it for an 850.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I did most of the trip, and I was still in rain mode.
Mm.
And when you said you'd put yours into road mode, I thought, oh, blimey, I've got it in road mode, and the roads are really dry and nice, you know. And I changed, and I did notice the difference. You do notice on the GS that you put it into road, and it did respond much better. It was crisper, like, you know.
It was, yeah. Did you get it into third gear at any point?
Yeah. I hit about 110 or so or more. No, that was a really good trip. We've come to Perth, and so we've got a nice apartment.
It is, it's a lovely apartment.
So we've had some nice food and drinks. And
that was a nice Italian, actually. That's the first time I've ever known you outdone by a pizza.
Yeah.
Bit spicy for you.
Yeah.
It's been a really nice day.
It has been enjoyable.
Road.
Yeah.
It
has been enjoyable.
That whole road, the whole road from Applecross all the way around the north of Skye, all the way until we got to.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
In fact,
it's very nice.
It was only a bit crap once we got to the A9, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But Stuart had warned us it's like 50 miles an hour average speed cameras once you get there. So. Oh, what distillery did we stop at?
Because we've got
Blair Atolls distillery.
Yeah, I was chuffed with that, really.
I have to say, we're a bit limited on glasses. So poor old Dave's drinking his whiskey out of a champagne glass. So what's been the best bit of the trip so far, do you think?
I think probably Applecross has got to be.
It is amazing. That dinner last night was stunning.
I mean, I think it's not too bad going up over Applecross, the eye part of it.
No, the road was brilliant, but the sunset was fantastic.
Yeah.
The food was just out of this world. I mean, it was really good. I couldn't believe it. It was
so nice.
Hand dive scallops from the bay right in front of you, and then.
I think you do get that impression. You are in the outback, aren't you? You've gone over something, over the mountain into that area, people were so nice, weren't they? There was really nice
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Everybody was friendly. Oh, Eileen Dunham Castle was cool, wasn't it? With the Highlander.
Yeah.
What did you call it?
It's
Brigadoon.
well, it's called it Brigadoon's Castle, but it's not. I made that up. But it's
That's not like you.
is it Isle of Doon? Is it Isle of
Eileen Dunham, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's
It's the most photographed castle in Scotland, I think it is, and it's because it's from the Highlander
the
film
Highlander
as
movie.
well.
Yeah, one of my favourites.
And
Bit of a change of plans today.
Well, only because the weather beat us back. There was a road closure, I think, to go.
That's the first time I've ever known you lose your temper. I'm sure Lynn's known you lose your temper a few times. I've never seen it.
As I get older, I start to curb it a little bit.
That's because your visor gave up.
Oh no, I joke about it. Get a bike and suffer the 200 mile a day. You know what I mean? And I think it was one thing after another, wasn't it? You know what I mean? The rain and it was like the only thing we never had was snow, I think, and hail. But you know what I mean? It was wind, you know, buffeting you, nearly knocking you off the road, like, you know. And it just all got.
I suppose that is the price you pay for going over the Pennines, because they're not exactly the lowest in the country.
I think at the best of the time they are rough anyway, you know. So you've got to be careful.
We're home a day early, aren't we? Because we decided to do Edinburgh all the way down to
but we
home in
obviously.
one day. So you're not wanting to do miles. Means you've done 400 instead of 200 today.
Even myself would have liked to have seen the. We was heading for
the Town Hill Inn.
Yeah,
that was going to be a
at least
pain
we
to get to, wouldn't it? If because the road was closed, we would have had to go miles.
Did you think it might have been flooded or something?
I don't know. We would have had to do a loop all the way around to get to it. Never mind.
But still, never mind. We'll go again some other time. I'm always a bit embarrassed about these sort of moments when I throw my dolls out the pram.
I think you threw the whole pram out this morning.
I said 20 words in about
funny.
2 seconds, and there was an and.
I just didn't get no good there. I mean, we're home a day early, aren't we? Because I'm missing my wife, you're missing your dog.
I think my wife's up against it because I've left her in charge, and she's got the allotment to look after, the dog to look after, and go to work, a full-time job.
I don't know how she copes without you,
so
what's been the worst bit then?
Oh, well, it's got to be this morning because it just got ridiculous, you know. One thing after another this morning, like.
Okay, well that's it for this year then, isn't it? Well, I suppose we'll get somewhere in the. We'll have to get a couple of trips out in the summer, won't we? A couple of days here and there.
We'll have to think about going to Europe, I think, next year.
No, I'm not taking you to Europe. What if it rains?
It's continental rain. It's much better than our rain.
Is it warm rain?
Yeah.
It's not that wet rain you don't like.
It's really an endurance, you know. I think we've really endured, haven't we?
Endurance. Hang on, let's just
buy a bike.
Let's just work out this endurance. We get up at 8 o'clock. We have a full English breakfast. We get on a bike for an hour. We stop for a coffee in Costa. we do another hour and we stop for lunch and some soup. Soup, whatever it was. We do another hour for another coffee. Then we get on a ferry and have a nice natter. Then we do some lovely roads and you get to shit in the woods.
We do all this for the biking society. I could have been home on my allotment now.
Hey, I've got a few. Oh, you're still here, are you? What are you doing still here?
The last night.
Hey, ta-ra, then I'll call you tomorrow then. Ta-ra then. Ta-ra. Ta-ra.
that was the most useless conversation I've ever heard.
Ta-ra.
You can't hear her, she can't hear you.